What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 13 battles with live commentary. Today, we are checking out this really cool Diance team built by BGaming. I will definitely make sure to link BGaming's info either above or below or both. Because, you know, like I said, I've been trying to get through all the Mythicals, and I was searching for a cool Diance team, and I saw this, and not only is it a cool Diance team, it is probably one of the coolest teams I've seen for Series 13, if not all of VGC. Like, just look at the Pokemon on your screen right now. Like, let's talk about it, right? First of all, we have Guzzlord. Guzzlord is awesome. I think it's a super cool support mon. It has Wide Guard, which I think is very underappreciated in Series 13. There's so much spread with Kyogre, Groudon, Calyrex, right? Having a good way of hitting into that is super important. And we really get there with Guzzlord. It also does have really good coverage, right? It has Heat Crash for things like Zacian. Body Press, or Body Slam, which has the ability to paralyze, and Dragon Rush. So just some really good options there. So next up is Calyrex. So this is a weakness policy one. Pretty standard for the most part. The only really cool thing is we have Seed Bomb over like Trick Room, which I think is really awesome, right, for helping deal with opposing Kyogres, which definitely can be a little bit of an issue. Next up is Palkia. So this is our Trick Room setter. It is a Roselli Berry variant, which I'm a big fan of, right? It really helps dealing with Zacian, right? This is really your main answer into Zacian. So being able to fully utilize it, I think is awesome. Trick Room, pretty standard. It's pretty standard Palkia. We all know what it does. Next up is the star of the show in my mind, and the thing we're bringing to every battle regardless. It is Diance, and this is a really cool way of running it, right? It's an Assault Vest one, and this really wants to be your main max candidate, having access to Gyro Ball for max Steel Spike to boost a Body Press after. We also do have really good coverage in both Play Rough and Diamond Storm, so I'm really hoping we're going to get a chance to show off what this Diance really can do. Next up is Indeedee. Indeedee offers really great support. Having access to Follow Me is awesome, especially when trying to set up Trick Room. We also do have Shadow Ball, right, in the event that there is a Calyrex Shadow, which is giving us some trouble. Being able to beat that one-on-one is really great. And finally, we have Crustle. I don't think I've ever used a Crustle before in my life. I think the only time I've seen one used is by Andy. So I am very excited to see what this little crab, it's a crab, right? We're gonna say it's a crab. What this little crab can do. It's got Skitter Smack, Stone Edge, Solar Blade, and Protect. So really solid Dynamax candidate. Also, once again, a really good answer into Kyogre, right? Being able to just knock off a Solar Blade, even good into Groudon. So that's awesome. So this is a team. We'll have the paste in the description. Definitely make sure to check out the team creator. And before we get into it, please make sure to subscribe. We are working our way towards 1 billion subscribers, and we have a lot of really cool things coming for Scarlet and Violet. So be on the lookout for that. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it is Double Dog. It is Zacian with Zamazenta, a Gastrodon, Thundurus, Landorus, and Incineroar. So a lot of doubles here. Palkia is huge here. I think we want Palkia Indeedee for sure. We're definitely bringing Calyrex, right? Being able to absolutely just eliminate a lot of these threats is big, and it's Diance, so we're gonna bring that. Guzzlord, yeah, there's not a lot of spread here. And Crustle, I don't, unfortunately, I mean, I think Crustle does have an option. We do really, though, need to focus down on getting rid of that Gastrodon, right? Gastrodon, a huge potential issue for this team, especially because we do not have safety goggles. We do, though, have the Seed Bomb, but like I said, if they get a Yawn Off before we're able to Seed Bomb, it doesn't really matter. But still feeling really confident about how this is going to play out. And let's kind of see what my opponent's going to go for, right? This is a very physical team, right? With Double Genie, with Double Dog, a cat, and a slug. So it's a very animal-centric team. We love to see those. I think Trick Room is my best option. The only issue, like I said, is going to be that Gastrodon. Something we may have to do is basically use Indeedee as fodder to get the damage we need, because I can see it really causing an issue for us. And so we have to play around that, as we're going to see the lead of, we're going to just see Double Dog. Double Dog is totally fine with me, right? We have the immediate ability to go for a Trick Room and Follow Me, and there's not much they can do to stop that. And from there, right, we have the ability to go for Max Quakes. I don't know what type Zamazenta is. Otherwise, I was going to say we could go for Max Dragons. But I think, yeah, the objective right now is to click Trick Room and to click Follow Me, knowing that my opponent doesn't have a good answer into that. The only issue, though, right, is if they have Gastrodon in the back and it's able to come out and start firing off Yawns. But even then, that is a problem for, like, a couple turns down the road. So let's not worry about it right now. Let's click Trick Room, though, and let's click Follow Me. There's no reason to go for anything else. Obviously, if Indeedee gets to stay around for another turn, which I don't think it will, we do have access to Helping Hand. I mean, not Helping Hand. We have access to Expanding Force for some really good damage across the board. So shockingly, no max from my opponent's Pokemon that cannot max. As we're going to see a Snarl. So this is actually a little bit tricky, right? Because of the fact that you are able to essentially just keep snarling me while I can't really do much. We are going to see the Play Rough, though, come out onto the Indeedee. Indeedee will go down here, so we will get a full Trick Room, which is nice. As now we do have access to Calyrex, or we could bring out Diance. I'm kind of tempted to bring out Diance because it is the Diance episode. I'm going to bring out Diance. I don't necessarily know if this is the right play. It's the right play in my heart, and that's what matters. So I think what we want to do is we want to actually double up into the Zacian, right? So I'm going to go for an Earth Power here, as well as go for a Max Steel Spike, just with the idea that we can raise our defense up a lot and get a boost. It is just a little bit tricky, right? If we don't get this knockout, we are probably going to lose our Diance, which is, I think it's still fine, right? We do have access to Calyrex, which very easily can snowball, but we're going to get a really big Diance here. So let's kind of see how it plays out. I am hopeful though that a Steel Spike and an Earth Power from Palkia should be enough. We're gonna see. That's fine with me. We will be able to fire off a Steel Spike. Let's see how much this is going to do. Survey says okay, so we Earth Power is 180, Hydro Pump 55, 175. So we go for the Earth Power and we go for the Steel Spike again. I need to hope that this gets the knockout. My opponent making a very good call there to go for the Protect. We could, okay, we're gonna see the Zacian withdraw. I'm guessing into a potential Gastrodon. Into an Incineroar, that's actually fine with me, right? One, we have Clear Body, and two, we are going for an Earth Power. Steel Spike going to at least just get us some defense boost, which is going to be really critical, right? Being able to fire off those body presses is going to be no joke. And so I think we're going to actually be in a pretty primed position, especially if my opponent keeps going for Snarls here as Earth Power. Let's see how much it does. No Shuka on the Incin. We are, yeah, at -2 here. So we're going to see the Snarl come out. It's going to avoid my Diance, which, you know, is not the one I wanted to, whatever. We have Clear Body, so it's fine. I'm going to fire off a Hydro Pump onto the Incin, as well as go for a Steel Spike onto it as well. The objective now is just to get my defense as high as possible, so that way we can start firing off body presses. The important thing is, okay, you're going to go to, oh, we have Psychic Terrain. Perfect. I forgot about Psychic Terrain too. This is going to be a little bit tricky though if we, what's it called, KO the Incin before we can reset up Trick Room. But it should be fine, right? We do have a Rosalie Berry on, what's it called, on our Palkia, which can make a huge difference. I think, yeah, I mean, I forgot about the Psychic Terrain too. I don't blame my opponent here, as we will fire off a Hydro Pump. Let's see how much this is going to do. Probably not a ton of damage, right? It is. Yeah, thanks to all the special attack drops, we're going to see just the Snarl continue to come out. My opponent has no idea that this is a support or a body press Diance, so not caring about that special attack. The question now is, what do I want to go for a KO? We have one turn of Trick Room left. I am going to go for the Hydro Pump onto you, and I'm just going to body press into the, into the Zamazenta. We are going to be at +3 defense, so this should actually do a pretty sizable chunk ideally. As let's see how much it's going to do. Survey says I would have liked it to do a little bit more, in all honesty. We are going to see the parting shot, but because of clear body, you're not going to be able to actually switch out, which is going to let us get this Hydro Pump off and KO this Incineroar. So that's going to be really good for us, right? Being able to be up in that count. We have +3. We have used our Dynamax though, which is a little scary, but no coaching. I'm guessing they're expecting the Zacian to come in there. But we said no. So we need to, the thing is we need both of our Pokemon to stay alive. And we're really preying on that Roselia Berry from the Palkia to help us out here. If my opponent, like I said, does have the, the Gastrodon in the back, we are in a little bit of a, oh god. I have to switch out into Calyrex here. And I'm going to body press into the Gastrodon. Yeah, we're going to body press into the Gastrodon. The only reason we can't go for the Zamazenta is because that gives you a free switch into Zacian and you'll just one-shot. So I'm expecting to see the Gastrodon max here. And so basically what I need to have happen is I need Calyrex to stay relatively healthy. Hope that Assault Vest can help us tank the hit. Because then what we can do, right, is we can go for the Seed Bomb into the Gastrodon, which we should outspeed and KO the Zamazenta with a Body Press as well. And I don't think without the attack boost, right, we're going to see the coaching actually. So that's a little bit scary, right? It's more because of that defense boost. We're going to see the Body Press. Let's see how much it does. Not as much as I would like. The Quake, though, definitely going into the Diance. Let's see how much it's going to do. Survey says we do take it, so that's actually really good. I really would have liked more health, in all honesty. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers here. I think you should still be in range of a Seed Bomb. That is my hope more than anything. So let's go for the Seed Bomb onto the Gastrodon and go for the Body Press onto the Zamazenta. There is a chance that because of the fact, or you might just go for the Behemoth Bash into the Calyrex, trigger my weakness policy, and make it so Seed Bomb gets the knockout here. That's probably our best bet. We could see a double up into the Diance. We could see a double up into the Calyrex, but I think if you go for a hit, yeah, if you go for a hit into the Calyrex, we should survive. That should trigger our policy. And then it's a 1v3, which isn't necessarily over, right? Like, Zacian is still very, very scary, especially if it has Sacred Sword. That's not something we can really afford to mess around with. My opponent makes a very, very good read here, going for that coaching, which is actually detrimental for us, because it means that we, are not going to get the Seed Bomb off, and now you have a free switch into your Zacian. So I don't know what to do here. I have to bring out Palkia. I basically have to one-shot the Zacian. There's no way around it. Can I play aggressive? That's my question. I'm going to Seed Bomb into it. I'm going to say, hey, the Protect is so obvious that you're going to attack into Diance. That's what I have to hope for, right? I have to hope that you attack into Diance. We're going to see the Blade. Where is it going? Like I said, it should be into... It is into Calyrex, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no way we're surviving that. There's a critical hit just for good measure. Yeah, so I played aggressive, right? I was like, hey, the Protect is so obvious. Are you really going to go for it? The answer is yes, very much so. My opponent is definitely going to... That's good damage, in all honesty. I don't think it's 100% over. Right, we still have Palkia. Palkia, if we Earth Power and crit... Okay, if we KO the Zacian with an Earth Power, then we can, okay. The issue right now is you can protect and yawn. And we just auto lose to that. That's the thing, right? If you protect and yawn, we lose. But if we go for attack into the Gastrodon and you attack with Zacian, we also lose. So this is a really rough 50-50. We got the aggressive read wrong last time. I'm going to go for this. If my opponent makes the call and says, hey, I'm going to protect and yawn, I mean, more power to them. There's nothing I can do about that. We are going to see the play rough. It is going to trigger the Roselia Berry. So the question now is, how much is this going to do? So I don't know. I think my opponent played well. The turn they protected Gastrodon, definitely not something I would have expected. I am just a little bit curious about stuff. Yeah, almost max attack. It makes very much sense why we got one shot with the Roselia Berry. Yeah, this thing, I'm shocked it didn't go for damage onto Calyrex, but probably calling the weakness policy. This is physical Gastrodon. So very interesting there. It's actually really shocking. No, they had a coaching boost. I was like that they did so much to Diance. Thundurus, yeah, is defiant. So this whole team is designed just to get those boosts and then go wild. I'm honestly shocked that this is not a physical Incineroar. So a little bit of a rough start, but let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2 here, and it is Indeedee, Calyrex, Kyogre, a Tornadus, Regieleki, and Landorus. So this is very, very, very hyper offense. I want an Indeedee. I want Palkia for sure. Both of these I think are going to be really important. We're definitely, like I said, bringing Diance, which should be very good here. And then the question is, what do we want in the back, right? We could bring Crystal. We could bring Guzzlord. I would feel better about bringing Guzzlord if it had a Dark-type move for Calyrex, which is a little bit scary. Calyrex is tempting once again because of that spread. What does Crystal know? Crystal might actually be good. Skitter Smack. Yeah, it has Skitter Smack, which I think is going to be really beneficial for all the special attackers. So I think this puts us probably in the best bet, right? We have the ability to set up Trick Room. The one scary thing is going to be Max Darkness Regieleki into an Astral Barrage. I don't know if we necessarily survive the -1 from that. We could have led Guzzlord, in all honesty. Yeah, Guzzlord probably would have been the better bet. We can say, hey, we're not even going to max, or we're not going to set up Trick Room, and we're just going to max the Palkia. Like I said, I don't know if we survive the Astral Barrage after a Darkness. I should have brought Guzzlord, right? I should have, yeah, Guzzlord and Indeedee I think would have been the much safer lead, because we know that Palkia can live a hit, and we scare away the Calyrex. But we're going to try it. We're going to go for the Follow Me. We're going to go for the Trick Room. Like I said, I don't know the Darkness calcs. The obvious Regieleki max is obvious. The max Darkness into my Indeedee is obvious, and like there is a chance that we might just lose this one immediately, which is, you know, is my fault on lead. We obviously will add another battle if that's the case, because no one wants to see that quickly. But I'm hoping, like I said, that this is designed to survive that hit. Worst case, we still do have access to our max. Okay, that's fine. That's actually really great. That's actually really bad. Because now it is single target Astral Barrage. Yeah, that's actually really bad. Please say we survive the single target. This probably is Specs. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we could have done because of that crit. Yeah, the crit sealed it. If we had done, what's it called? Yeah, we can't get around that crit, unfortunately. So this will probably be a quick one. It just, like, that's just kind of the way hyper offense goes sometimes. In all honesty, it's probably not worth playing out. It's just we got crit, we lost. We can't recover from that. Otherwise, we would have lived the spread hit. We would have been under Trick Room, but now, yeah. So unfortunate. It's just it is a chance, and it paid off. So we'll play one more, or we'll play two more, just because that one was so quick. So let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 3 here, and it looks like we're playing a Series 11 team. It is Lapras with Incineroar, a Regieleki, Zacian, a Colossal, and a Dragonite. So a couple really interesting options there. I still think we want to just set up the Trick Room. Definitely want Diance. Diance is actually really good here into a lot of these Pokemon, right? With Fairy into, what's it called? The Dragonite. We have a Rock type for the Colossal. Zacian is the only one that's a little bit tricky. Regieleki similarly, but we have good damage into it. But everything else, yeah, we can actually crush it pretty hard with that. And then, you know what? I wanted to bring Crustle last time. I'm sad we didn't get a chance to show it off, just because of the fact that, yeah, that crit was part of the way the game goes, right? You really can't do anything about it, right? Like even if I had brought like Guzzlord, the crit probably would have taken out Palkia. So yeah, it's really unfortunate, because with that spread we should have been able to set up Trick Room. But we are gonna see Dragonite Colossal. So that's, I mean, Dragonite Colossal is great, right? Like I'm gonna set up a Trick Room. And there's really not much you can do, right? You can go for an Aqua Jet. You can set up rocks, but hey, Diance doesn't take damage because it's a rock type, and we love that. So we're gonna go for a Follow Me, right? It's gonna be great if you want to max your Colossal. That's great for me. Let's just go for a Follow Me, as well as set up the Trick Room. I think we're also fine to probably, we don't even need to max. We can just go for a Hydro Pump onto the Colossal, right? Like I think an Expanding Force into a Hydro Pump should be enough to get the knockout. Which is kind of the hope, because I do want to save my max for a little bit later, probably like that Diance more than anything, being able to fire off big max Starfalls, especially onto that Dragonite, right? Like we know 2 of my opponent's Pokemon. So let's kind of see how it plays out, though. I think that this is the ideal, right? You can't do anything. If you go for the Aqua Jet calling my bluff, right, you get it wrong. We also threaten the Dragonite. We are going to see the Dragonite just withdraw. That's totally fine with me. Probably Incin. So Incin is also cool with me, right? Like it's not threatening really anything onto either of my Pokemon. If it has Snarl, it has Snarl. But I mean, like I said, that's fine. We do have the ability, I think, now with Palkia just to put on a lot of pressure. We are going to just see the straight Meteor Beam. Interesting. So just going for the special attack boost. We do have, what's it called? Yeah, I think, okay, so given that fact, I think we want to just go for the Follow Me, as well as just go for a Hydro Pump onto the Colossal, right? Like this is not Vocalith. So I also think it's going to hit before Palkia, so it doesn't actually matter here, as we will see the U-turn come out. That's totally cool with me. Probably into Dragonite, which makes sense here, right? You're going to go into Dragonite with the idea that you can set up from there. But I feel like a Hydro Pump should just one-shot Colossal, right? I can't see it surviving this, so that's definitely going to be really beneficial for us. As Survey says, it's going to be the Zacian that comes out here, so that's also fine with me, right? We do have access to a lot of things to deal with that. So we're going to see the Meteor Beam. Perfect. Yeah, like I said, it's going to go first. Going into that Indeedee. Indeedee, critically, though, is going to be able to hang on, as we will fire off a big Hydro Pump onto this Colossal, which should, yeah, non-max, going to get that knockout. The tricky... Colossal does a really funny dance when it gets knocked out. So now, right, we know my opponent's full team. Dragonite, probably not going to do much. We could go for like a Max Dragon if we really wanted to. I don't think that that's necessary. It is going to be that Incineroar. I do want to save my max for Diance. So I'm just going to go for an Earth Power onto, yeah, let's just go for a, we could just Expanding Force, in all honesty. Let's go for an Expanding Force as well as a U-turn, or not a U-turn, an Earth Power, right? We're going to see the Protect come out, so pretty smart call from my opponent here. We are going to see the U-turn into the Indeedee, so this is actually really good for me, right? We get a free switch in, which can let us bring out our Diance and go for a Max Quake onto this Zacian. So we do need to be a little bit weary of what's it called? We do need to be a little bit weary of Trick Room turns remaining. What we could do, right, is we could go for a Max Dragon into the Dragonite slot. Let's bring out Diance here. I think the correct play is to Max Dragon into the Dragonite. That way, yeah, we get the attack drop, which is huge for us. I'm going to go for a... Let's go for a Gyro Ball into the Zacian, as well as go for a Max Warmwind onto the Dragonite. This way, if you are going to bring out that Incineroar, or... No, I was going to say, if you switch out, it doesn't actually matter. We do get the attack drop, which is nice. I don't know how well the Diance is going to take the hit, though. But, right, there is a huge speed difference, and I think that this is the safest option, in my opinion, right? Like, if we... no, we could have just gone, because the Dragonite's on the field, right? Like, Hydro Pump is going... Or, like, Max Geyser is going to pick up a knockout either way. We are going to see the swap out, so this is... I mean, this works out better, right? Like, we get a free knockout here. We can then just KO your Incineroar. Yeah, we can body press. Yeah, we can body press and go for a Max Warmwind, as we're going to see the Dragonite going for the max here. So let's see. We know that the Dragonite at least has a physical attack in Aqua Jet. I'm assuming it is mostly physical. So yeah, right. Like it's Inner Focus. If you're maxing it, that's either Desperation or it has other attacks. I'm gonna try and go, like I said, for the Max Dragon. Just getting the attack drop onto it is gonna be pretty critical. We can then like body press, and we can just keep going for Max Dragons here. I was actually expecting an Incineroar Max, but let's see how much this is gonna do. Getting the attack drop though, going to be really critical, especially if it's before the Dragonite can move. But we really do need to preserve our Palkia, as this really is our only answer into that Zacian, so we can't really afford to lose it. Big critical hit there, definitely going to be a game changer. Unfortunately, they are faster, so they are like faster in the Trick Room, so they are going to be able to get a huge Max Geyser out onto my Diance, which you never really want to see. We are trying to show it off right now. I don't think my opponent appreciates that fully, which is a little bit disheartening. A good amount of damage there, but we do need to make the switch out, right? I can't really afford to... I mean, I can. I don't want to lose my Diance. It's just... Okay, so what we're going to do is actually we're going to play rough here. We should be able to kill it from that range. And I'm going to go for a Quake. I'm going to Quake into the Instant. If you're Shookaberry, you're Shookaberry, and we made a mistake. But this is fine, right? There is the terrain. Yeah, I should have gone for a Geyser. Geyser would have been safer here, right? It's guaranteed to KO the Zacian. We are going to see the play rough. It is going to connect. Perfect. We do pick up the knockout, which is going to be critical, right? That lets us keep our Diance. The moment of truth, though, are you going to be Shookaberry? But I think you're not. I think you're actually Assault Vest. Just looking at that damage. Also, right, the U-turn is great. You're going to switch back into Zacian, and Zacian is going to take a Quake. So that should be a pretty easy knockout. I can't really see a world. I mean, it might, only just because of the fact that, what's it called? We are Roselia Berry and not like Life Orb. But at the same time, right, like, we still have a turn of Max, and even if you protect, we're going to KO you through that. And so, yeah, so it is going to live. But like I said, thanks to the third turn of Max, we can just KO through that protect. So that's going to be huge. Okay, that's a little bad. That's it's not Okay, it's fine because we have Max, right? So even if you go for a play rough, we have the Rosalie Berry. I'm gonna go for a body press. Actually, let's go for a Diamond Storm. Let's Diamond Storm here and go for a Quake onto the Zacian. I want to see the animation for Diamond Storm, so please. Okay, we're gonna see the fake out. Unfortunate. We should see. Yeah, we should see the Behemoth Blade. Okay, so the Blade, please go into my Palkia. I really want to keep my Diance around. Perfect. That's awesome for me. So we will be able to get that knockout there. I really want to see the animation for Diamond Storm, so I'm going to switch out my Palkia into Crystal for the sheer fact that it means that we're not going to attack. Critical hit, totally necessary there. I would have really liked it last. I wouldn't have liked it last turn because like I said, I want to see the animation. I'm hoping my opponent lets me see it. It's not every day that you get to use a signature move on a Pokemon. Okay, I thought for a second they had another Pokemon in the back, and I was like, oh no, did I do the thing again where I like miscount how many Pokemon people have? So I'm gonna go for a Diamond Storm. Please let me see the animation, and I'm gonna switch out into Crystal here. Please don't cancel, please don't cancel, please don't cancel, and please don't KO my Diance. Go for like a Throat Chop into my... Unfortunate. We'll make it work in the next battle, right? We still got time for one more. So yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is Rayquaza, Kyogre, Calyrex, Dialga, a what's it called? A Zeraora and a Latias. So Diance, absolute field day here, right? I think it hits everything on this team, but no, it hits enough Pokemon on this team for super effective that it makes me happy. We do the same thing. We bring out the Diance, and the question now is, what do we bring in the back? I think we want Crystal here. Crystal or Calyrex. I don't think we're gonna bring Guzzlord, right? It doesn't do enough for me. Let's bring Crystal. Let's bring Crystal. We've been having fun with it. Palkia, I mean Calyrex, you know, is definitely a really tempting option because, right, it does have damage for... Actually, we should have brought it, right? It has C-Bomb, so it's like really good into everything. Especially because I can get it to +1. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna see Kyogre, Calyrex. So you're going for double spread here. Okay, so I'm assuming. Okay, I'm assuming that you are. Okay, we have to think about this, right? We can make the same play we did last time of going for, I'm gonna do it. You know what? I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna go for an Expanding Force, and I'm gonna go for a Trick Room. I'm gonna try and get some damage off, and I'm gonna go for a Trick Room. I really should have brought Guzzlord here. Am I going to make the same mistake 2 times in the same video? In which case I will play another game. We're gonna see a Snarl, actually. So not what I was expecting at all. I really was expecting an Astral Barrage. We're gonna see a Water Spout. Palkia should take that. I don't know if Indeedee will with the chip. It's not going to, unfortunately. But we do now have a free switch into Crystal. Which, you know, is I can bring out Crystal here. I can bring out Diance here. Diance is tempting. Let's bring out Diance. Let's bring out Diance. And so now is an awkward position of what do we want to do? I could go for a Diamond Storm. I'm gonna go for a Diamond Storm. I want to see what it does. And I'm gonna go for a Max Quake onto the Kyogre. Just trying to weaken that Water Spout with the hope that we can survive a hit. I don't know if we will. I'm hoping, like I said, with the Max, we can. This could go very, very badly for us. I don't know. I want to use Diance more than I want to win. And I think that this team is very good. I just think that I'm having a little bit too much fun with it, right? So we are going to get the Max off. My plan, like I said, is hoping that we can do enough damage between what's it called? Between the Quake and the Diamond Storm to make it so we can survive the hit. If Calyrex wants to go for another Snarl, like that's totally fine. We are pretty low on HP with our Palkia, but I don't think it's the end of the world. We are going to see a Max come out. So this looks like it's the Kyogre, which is going to go against my plan here. Yeah, it is the Kyogre here. We might, though, be able to see the Diamond Storm animation, which, you know, I think is pretty cool. Worst case, right, we do have Skitter Smack on the Crustle. So let's find out what's going to happen here. Diamond Storm. That's a cool animation. That did a lot of damage to Calyrex. We probably are not going to survive the double up. Oh, wow, that's an Assault Vest Kyogre. Is that Assault Vest? It could be. I forgot what moved. No, Calyrex moved first. It probably is Assault Vest, just looking at how little damage that did. The guys are going to come out into my poor little Diance. Please live. Not a chance. Sorry, Diance, you tried your best. Let's see the second Snarl come out here. We're going to see... Oh, we're going to see a Trick Room, actually. So that's actually really bad. Because, right, we have a Crustle in the back. Crustle doesn't Protect. Crustle has Protect here. Crustle cannot survive a hit from Calyrex and Palkia, and Kyogre. So we're gonna go for a Protect here, and we're going to, I don't know, I'm gonna Geyser. I have to Geyser into the Calyrex. So I think it's once again the problem of me like not playing as well as I should have, right? Like there are definitely better things that I could have brought. Like I should have brought Crustle in instead, because of the fact that I could have gone for a Skitter Smack, and that would have preserved our Diance for later. But I wanted to see Diamond Storm, and we got to see Diamond Storm, and I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know about you, that is through a Protect. That's not even a crit. Okay, so Crustle wouldn't have really mattered here, but you know what? I think I haven't been playing my best with this. Mainly because like I really want to show off the Mythicals, and so right, like I actually should not have brought DNC to this battle, but I really wanted to show off what Diamond Storm looked like. I wanted to show off the Mythical, and some of you will say, hey, this isn't really the best showing off if if it's just like getting one shot, but we showed off a cool animation, and to that I say it was worth it. But we do have a -2 Palkia, which really, you know, is not going to hang out for too much longer, but we can at least go for the Quake onto the Dialga. I mean, okay, it would have been really good if it hadn't been for Kyogre. So, right, like Guzzlord would have been really good on lead instead of AD, which is my bad. But Palkia probably not going to survive this double up, right? You should probably hit first with Dialga, given that this is not a Trick Room team, and we should just see the Roar of Time. So we get to see some cool animations. We are going to move first, so you know that's nice. We do good damage onto the Dialga. Unfortunately, though, a Roar of Time will do slightly more. I'm going to be off for... Oh, it's also Weakness Policy. Yeah, I mean, we kind of figured that. We definitely, though, yeah, we should have played that better. Dragon Pulse, so not even a Roar of Time. Unfortunate. I wanted to see some cool animation. So it is what it is. Definitely make sure to check out the team creator. It's a fun team. It's got a lot of really cool stuff. I'm sad I didn't get to use it as well as I should have. I wanted really just to bring Diance more than anything. I definitely could have played it better, so I will take responsibility for the performance in this video. But I'm going to be gone for a couple days. I'm going to be on vacation, so no videos for the next couple days. I am curious about the Kyogre, though. Let's see here, Rayquaza. I don't really... Yeah, it's cool. Special Rayquaza. Kyogre here. Mystic Water. It just has... no bulk. We just did absolutely no damage to it, which is sad. Calyrex here, Leaf Storm, so no Protect here with the Focus Sash, so some interesting stuff there. Really bulky Dialga, right? Max defense, max HP, and then Zeraora, something we unfortunately did not get to see. And Latias, I forgot about that. So yeah, I think Diance had its time to shine. We should have brought Calyrex. If we had brought Calyrex, right, we would have been great because we could have just Seed Bombed, and that would have just like won it for us. But mistakes were made. So like I said, I'll be gone for the next couple days. Should have enough time to finish off all of the Mythicals. There's only a couple left. I think it's Keldeo and Jirachi are the only two left. I need to check what other ones are there. I don't know if Meloetta is legal. I don't think it is. But yeah, so we should be good for that. Definitely, like I said, check out the team creator. And with that, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.